They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the New Mexico Lobos, taking on last year's national champions, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Gators' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he'll just take a knee and this drive will start at the 25. So New Mexico's offense will take the first swing of the game. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive play, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
Yeah, and let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Payne. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Let's talk a little bit about New Mexico. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off.
Finds his man. It's Blackburn. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Bring in the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's picked off right at the goal line.
On this opening drive, the offense trying to be aggressive, attacking deep down the field. But they're going to have to do a better job of taking advantage of those one-on-one matchups because that time the defense won. They were able to high point the football, creating the interception.
This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the catch on the right side. He's at the top, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
And, man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a 1st down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Oh, they're after him. Finding an escape route. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Snagged in the middle. It's Fry. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Lobos with the 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Second down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? The Lobos will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Hand off from the shotgun. Runs through a tackle.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the air, it's Lagway. Using his feet to buy time. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. And he's got it at the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And it's caught! Touchdown, Gator!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get...
Got some room to run. The 10. Touchdown, Florida. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. And the Lobos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Taking it the other way. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line, a mere 3 feet from a pick six.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but take
touchdown Gators! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Blair. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Gonna run it, it's Simpkins. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. The Lobos come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. Right down the middle. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Downfield and incomplete, the defense holds.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean...
There he goes! The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. To throw, it's Lagway. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out, firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
They were ready for the... Oh, the ball squirts out.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. On the run, deep down the right side. Grabs it inside the 10.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds the guy. He's accurate, off schedule. And the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get...
Touchdown, Gator! And they take it score points. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all, just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping it.
On the run, it's Simpkins. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Blackburn. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Pass the sticks, and he may get more.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Caught near the sticks. It's Fry. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Simpkins. They've got him now, and he almost picked up that first down on the screen. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Lobos! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
All right, not ideal. All right, not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage.
Turning it on! Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Florida! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch you, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Going right to work up top. Fires to the big fella. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Under fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quick strike complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Lobos looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Open space at the 25. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. He now has 108 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gator. Great job by the back on the option.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got.
The Lobos will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside is 5.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
They'll open this third quarter with a run. Got the first down and more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass, it's Flagway. Pressure coming. Caught over the middle, it's Fields. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Virginia delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Charlottesville. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the ACC.
On the ground, it's Ball.
All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Moves around to clear up the vision. Zings it complete to the right. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Gators are threatening in the red zone. Leaves it with the back. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They're going to run it. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Got out of trouble, got rid of it.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want. However they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Catch in the middle. It's Buchanan. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. The run from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Lobos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Beasley. Here comes the heat. Got it in the middle. It's Buckley. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, New Mexico!
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs... apart because they got to put this thing in turbo.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run play action. Looking to scramble. Fires to the right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Grab near the sticks. It's Haynes. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Going downfield for the big play. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up an incomplete.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Quick pass on the fly motion. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. On target to the left. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen,
going for it all. Touchdown, Gator! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividend.
Breaks into the open. The 20. Then some. Touchdown, Florida! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into... Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just... And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Beasley. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Got enough space. The Lobos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The give to the tailback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Just drives it between the uprights. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard.
He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab deep. Flying down the left side. He's at the touchdown, Gator. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And they're able to get him on the ground. And the Lobos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Power football with the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The Lobos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Lobos have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Creates a little room. Still on his feet. Oh, look out on the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Lobos.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success, because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at the 13. And the Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Across the 25, he's got room. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Jones to throw. Buys a little extra time. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets it fly. Got it in stride inside the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Miller.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Off play action. Under fire. Makes the grab. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Lobos have pushed it inside the 20.
Good enough for a first down.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Bringing the heat. Working on the right. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Offense gets set for second down. He wants to change this route. Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Barrels ahead. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Trying to surge it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. He splits the uprights. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better.
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. Now facing a third and long. Jones to throw. Wide open downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Forced out of bounds, good pickup there on the ground.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off.
Makes the grab inside the 30. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Stands in and takes the hit. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Slings it downfield. He's got it. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. One more play to pad the stats. Looking downfield on 1st down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.